Hey y'all. I had somebody, asking to see how to play Train on the Island, and I know both of the shots that I did, or both of the videos that I've done on Train on the Island. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing, especially on this end. One of them, the angle's not great, and the other one, I think I was too far away. But before I did this, I especially wanted to explain to you, but also anybody else that is curious too. I definitely don't mind doing something like this, and I enjoy it, being able to show you what it is I'm doing. I just, to elaborate on my feelings on tutorials and stuff, is that to me there's already a lot of great folks that do tutorials on things, and a really great example of that would be Clifton Hicks, and he does a lot for this music, um, but he has some, he's tied to some of this stuff financially, and definitely nothing wrong with that either, but because of that you know he has to do what the people want. But my feeling on it is I don't have any kind of financial ties to it, so I don't want to get to the point where I'm just doing tutorials all the time just because people are dependent on it. I think I've seen over the time that I think there's a lot of folks that they they use these tutorials, and I get the feeling that they use these tutorials and they'll learn the song, really quickly, and probably play it for a little while, and then it's on to the next one whenever the next tutorial is. And to me, ideally, that's not the best thing. The best thing to me is the idea on the aspect of the tradition is that these songs are supposed to be passed on. So if you're not actually learning them to pass on, then that's not like my idea of what I want to do. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that either. If you just want to learn it and play it for a little while and then be done with it, not necessarily that there's anything wrong with that either. That's just not what I want to do with it. So like all the songs that I do, that you've seen me play, maybe like with the exception of like one that I'm thinking of, are all songs that I could play for you today if you were to ask me. Some of them I don't play as much, so it might take me a minute, but for the most part, like I said, they're all up in here. So, and that way one day, of course I pass them on to you the way that I play it, or all of y'all, but that way maybe one day, if there's somebody actually here in person, I can pass that on to them as well, or like my daughter, if she takes more of an interest into it one day. So, but that's it. Like I say, definitely, to me, nothing wrong with you needing a little help with this, because like I say, I didn't shoot good videos of this, and also I think the other thing is because I played it in like the up picking style, it's harder to tell what I'm doing. So I'm gonna try to get this where you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Let's see, right there. I think I'm gonna try to play it with one finger. It's always harder to do that, but the way I play, I feel like I'm covering the neck, so. And so it's basically, like I say, the claw hammer and the up picking, it's exactly the same. It's just the same notes. So. Alright, so I'm gonna have to watch that, and it's pretty bright out here, so I can't see my screen very well. I'm gonna have to watch that and make sure that you can actually see what I'm doing. But hopefully so. If so, I'll post this, and I hope that helps you out. This is a great song, and I have seen some folks play it, but I don't think it's one of the more popular songs on in the YouTube banjo community, or the ones that I've seen anyways. Some of the folks that I see, I'm finding new people playing it all the time. So I definitely don't know everybody out there. It's always interesting to find some new folks that are playing, and especially if they're singing it as well. So, but I think that's it. Like I said, hopefully this helps you out a lot, and you can learn it, and maybe one day you can pass it on to somebody. So, well, I reckon that's it, and thank all y'all. All right.